The zebra has a unique pattern of black and white stripes. The tiger boasts orange fur with black stripes. And the chameleon can change its skin into various colors. Compared to those majestic creatures, the human body seems a bit boring. But don't worry, because we, as an intelligent species, have always been finding ways to alter our appearance, to embellish ourselves. Introducing tattoos. A tattoo is a permanent image, pattern, or wart on the skin that is created by using needles to put colors under the skin. To some of you, tattoos appear to be cool, artistic, and fashionable. But the question is, should you get a tattoo? Let's read this article to find out. While reading, consider this question. Why do some people hide their tattoos? Why? It's because they want to give themselves the best possible chance of getting a job. And many employers have a negative attitude towards tattoos. The opposition is especially true in Vietnam, where tattoos are negatively associated with gangsterhood and rebellion. So, getting a tattoo or not pretty much depends on the culture you're living in. Think twice before giving yourself one. Let's look at the article in detail. What kinds of tattoos did the people choose? Amanda recently had a colorful butterfly tattooed on her wrist. Brad had the names of his 2 daughters tattooed on his neck under his hair. His friend Doug had his back decorated with a large tattoo of a shield. Do you think those people could put their tattoos on themselves? Probably not. A tattooist or someone skilled at the art must have done it for them. And to talk about things that other people do to you, you can use the passive causative structure like in the sentences here. The passive causative is used to talk about things that somebody or something does to you. So what's the form of the passive causative? First, let's identify the actions in the main clauses. They are tattooed, decorated, and done. Are they the main verbs in those clauses? No. The main verb is actually had. And in between the words had and the actions are the things affected by the actions. I think you can come up with the structure of the passive causative now. That's right. The form of the passive causative is have, object, and past participle. Keep this in mind. Let's practice using this structure. Please use the prompts to write sentences with the correct form of have something done. For example, we want to say that somebody steals Josh's bike, although we don't know who the thief is. The action here is steal, so we change that into its past participle form, stolen. Then we add the word have before the object, his bike. Since the time frame is last weekend, we need the past tense had. Josh had his bike stolen last weekend. Now please do the same for the other sentences. That's right, the action here is repair, so we change that into its past participle form, repaired. Then we add the word have before the object, his car. Since the time frame after the incident is unclear, we can use the past tense had, the present tense has, or the future time will have. I'll stick with the narrative style. Jake had his car repaired after the incident. Again, the time frame every summer is unclear. We can use the past tense had, the present tense have, or the future time will have. We always have our house painted every summer. Correct. The past tense, the present tense, or the future time are all acceptable here. Emily had her teeth whitened before the wedding. Excellent! As the time frame is next Tuesday, only the future time is acceptable. They will have the internet connection fixed next Tuesday. Right, the time frame is now, so we need the present continuous tense. I am having my phone screen replaced now. Great! You can use the past tense, the present tense, or the future time in this case. Tom had his computer upgraded for the IT competition. Well done! Here's another exercise. Please rewrite the sentence with have something done, so that the second sentence means the same as the first. That's right, we had our car vandalized at the weekend. Good. Grace had her hair tied at the hairdresser's. Excellent. Always pay attention to the tense of the first sentence. I'm going to have my laptop repaired by Monday. Correct. Seth had his photo chosen for the front cover of the magazine. Right. My uncle had his nose broken in a boxing match. Great. My dad had a new website designed for his business. Congratulations. Now, why not relax with a short story? Please use your knowledge of the have something done structure to complete the following story. A painter's dream. Liam had always dreamed of becoming a renowned painter, but he never liked handling the business side of things. When he opened his first gallery, he had the finances managed by his friend, trusting her completely. He also had promotions handled by a marketing agency, convinced they knew best. To make the space look perfect, he had the walls repainted in soft grey and had custom lighting installed to highlight his artwork. Everything seemed to be going well, but Liam barely paid attention to the details. Sales were slow, but he assumed his team would handle it. When customers gave feedback, he had his emails responded to by his assistant instead of reading them himself. He even had his website redesigned twice without reviewing the changes. He believed that as long as he kept painting, success would come. Then one day, he received a call from his accountant. His gallery was deeply in debt. Shocked, Liam had his financial records checked and discovered that his friend had been mismanaging funds. His marketing team had been running expensive, ineffective ads, and his assistant had ignored important client requests. Everything was falling apart, and it was his fault for not paying attention. Forced to close the gallery, Liam felt like a failure. But instead of giving up, he decided to change. He improved his business skills through online courses and started managing his own finances. He built a new, simple website that he could update himself. He even spent time learning about marketing with a mentor. Months later, he reopened his gallery, this time fully involved in every detail. He learned that relying on others was fine, but blindly trusting without oversight was his mistake he would never make again. So you see, at some time in your life, you've got to learn to become independent. Well, that's the end of our lesson. Thank you for watching.